Meet Sue Aikens, the daring and tough woman of life below zero, who has captivated millions with her grueling survival in Alaska's wild frontier. Behind those raw, authentic scenes lurks a shocking backstory. Before she became a reality TV sensation, what brutal hardships and extreme challenges did Sue face? How did her life before fame shock us beyond belief? Let's reveal the hidden secrets of this extraordinary woman's astonishing journey. Life Below Zero. This hit documentary on the National Geographic Channel delivers a raw look at the grueling existence of 7 people battling to survive in the perilous and isolated wilds of Alaska, above and below the Arctic Circle, and fighting tirelessly. This series isn't merely about surviving. It's a thrilling quest into the power of human determination. Every moment pulses with raw willpower. Every individual on the show opts for a unique method to tackle their challenges. Some fight nature alone, while others rely on steadfast family support. They survive in a merciless world of bone-chilling cold and raw brutality where only the resolute prevail. Viewers watch as they fish, hunt, forage, and boldly brave the harshest winters. Standing apart is Sue Aikens, who lives solo at Kavik River Camp, a remote and barren spot marked only by its precise geographical coordinates. Here, in a nearly empty land, Sue has risen as a beacon of strength and freedom. The entire population of this remote area is just one person, Sue herself. Sue Aikens not only captivates viewers with her distinctive lifestyle, but she also impresses with an iron will and a bold personality. Throughout the series, she astounds audiences with her remarkable courage, relentless determination, and superb survival skills. She confronts brutal weather and perilous wildlife encounters without ever wavering. In 2013, National Geographic producers invited Sue to join the show, and the adventure began. Since then, she has thrived on Life Below Zero for over a decade, becoming the series' most cherished figure. Her admiration comes not only from her fearless exploits today, but also from her astonishing life journey that began when she was just a young girl in the wild. After moving to Alaska with her mother following her parents' divorce, her mother eventually disappeared without a trace, and that's where it all started. She was left to fend for herself in the freezing cold. An Alaskan's local once handed her a gun, warning that without learning to hunt, survival was impossible. From that moment, she embraced life in the wild, chasing her dream of solitary living. According to Sue Aikens, the life she leads on Life Below Zero fills her heart with warmth. She once stated that she needs complete isolation to be truly happy. This declaration was a major blow to Life Below Zero producers. Sue Aikens grabbed widespread attention in 2017 when she filed a lawsuit against the show's producers. In the lawsuit, she alleged that she was forced into performing hazardous stunts to deliver riveting scenes for the show. Sue's grievances zeroed in on one particular producer whom she accused of not only threatening her, but also mentally pressuring the entire crew. She claimed that this producer often resorted to verbal abuse and strict control, even demanding her snowmobile despite the obvious risks. According to the lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court, Sue was forced to postpone medical treatment after a serious accident, all to satisfy filming demands. She explained that although she knew the risks, she had no choice but to comply with the BBC's binding contract terms. Moreover, Sue condemned the show for depicting her as a troubled and erratic person, deliberately tarnishing her image to boost ratings. In the end, the jury ruled in favor of Sue Aikens, granting her a $28 million settlement. This win was not just a personal triumph, but also a landmark moment for reality TV stars, sending a powerful message that major networks must be held accountable for their treatment and portrayal of talent. Fans rallied behind Sue, insisting that she is the key reason they keep watching the show. Viewers felt that without Sue Aikens, the show would have quickly lost its charm. This win not only cemented Sue's status, but also highlighted the need to honor those who make a show successful. Thankfully, without the bear attack, most of us will never face the severe challenges encountered by the cast of Life Below Zero. For someone like Sue Aikens, life in this brutal land is more than just a challenge. It's a way to prove oneself. Sue Aikens stands as a living tribute to resilience and courage. Back in 2007, she battled for her life during a fierce encounter with a raging grizzly bear. The ordeal began when she spotted a male bear near her camp. A caribou carcass lay nearby in the area she used as a helicopter landing zone. Realizing She needed to clear the area. She accidentally provoked the bear, triggering what she describes as push alpha behavior, where a weaker bear attempts to assert dominance. The true trial emerged when she went to fetch water and had to leave her weapon behind. In a split second, the bear charged at her from the riverbank, tossing her around like a rag doll and even biting her head. Suffering a dislocated hip and agonizing pain, she dragged herself back to camp, couldn't reach out for help. She survived on her own for almost 2 weeks before being found and taken to the hospital. Remarkably, Sue made a full recovery, even though her body still shows scars, a tribute to her exceptional physical and mental strength. These marks recount the tale of her life-or-death struggle and stand as a symbol of the indomitable spirit of a woman living in the wild. The strong woman celebrated on Life Below Zero had a turbulent journey before rising to fame as a renowned TV personality. Though she rarely delves into her past, Sue sometimes reveals memorable fragments of her personal life, especially her intriguing marriage stories. Sue has endured 3 marriages, each with its own dramatic narrative. Her first union in the early 1980s ended in heartbreaking tragedy when her husband died from a brain injury only a few years after they wed. Although they never had children, the loss left an indelible mark on Sue's heart. In 1987, Sue married Eddie James, a well-known barber from Portland, Oregon. They spent 17 long years together and raised 3 children, a son and 2 daughters, before deciding to divorce in 2004. Even after parting ways, Sue remained close to Eddie, especially during his final years, showing her deep loyalty and compassion. Eddie passed away in 2009, plunging Sue into profound sorrow. Nevertheless, Sue never surrendered to despair or gave up on love. She entered her 3rd marriage, but this chapter ended in painful heartbreak when her husband betrayed her by pursuing a younger woman, shattering her trust. After uncovering the betrayal, Sue chose to divorce and continue her independent journey. Before rising as a standout star on Life Below Zero, Sue Aikens appeared on several other TV programs about life in Alaska. In the 2010s, she was featured on Sarah Palin's Alaska and Flying Wild Alaska, yet these shows failed to deliver the fame she longed for, causing more trouble than benefit. In 2013, Sue took legal action against Discovery Channel, claiming she was paid too little during her stint on Flying Wild Alaska. She argued that the network's portrayal of her on TV drastically hurt her ability to earn a living. To capture thrilling footage, they forced her to perform perilous tasks she was not used to, while offering her a too meager sum in return. While other reality TV stars pocketed up to $500,000 for less challenging roles, Sue believed the treatment was grossly unfair. After just 1 season, she wasn't given payment that matched her effort. In 2016, she settled with Discovery and chose to leave the show, convinced that the pay simply wasn't worth it. Although her stint with Discovery was far from optimal, it paved the way for a fresh opportunity. Producers from Life Below Zero spotted her from earlier shows and deemed her a perfect match for their new series. While she was still on Wild Alaska, they reached out and clinched a deal with her. After parting ways with Discovery, she moved on to work with National Geographic, and the rest is history. However, the pay from this new venture was far from a dream figure. Despite her relentless hard work and millions of devoted fans, Sue earned only $4,000 per episode, a modest sum given the show's scale. In fact, some other stars on Life Below Zero earned less than half of that, even though the audience rarely topped 1 million viewers per episode. Before her rise as a star on Life Below Zero, Sue Aikens presented 2 very different faces to the world. The woman from the early days of the show is a far cry from the figure we see today. Always candid and forthright, she has openly discussed her weight. In 2014, before starting her dramatic weight loss journey, Sue took part in an Ask Me Anything session on Reddit, humorously calling herself a chubby, 50-year-old woman. In an interview with The Survivalist, Sue disclosed that in 2018 she embarked on a serious lifestyle change, and despite dealing with lingering injuries from years of hardship, she saw a chance to heal and slowly craft a healthier life. Still, she confessed that some exercises, once routine, grew tougher as her body lost its former flexibility. Sue's relentless work ethic is what truly sets her apart. Fans of the show often spot her taking on grueling, physically demanding tasks, choosing hard manual labor over the ease of machines. Over time, they watched her undergo a dramatic transformation, From a woman who once self-identified as a chubby little monkey to someone who shed an astonishing 75 pounds in a single year. Drawing on her vast experience in Alaska's brutal terrain, Sue quickly identified the tracks as belonging to a wolverine. But after a careful look, she noticed that the footprints were unusually large, hinting at an adult, dangerous specimen. While examining every detail, she told the camera that only someone inexperienced would dare face such a creature armed with a mere .02 caliber rifle. Her keen eyes read the wild like an open book. Without a moment's hesitation, Sue raced back to camp in her snowplow to fetch a more powerful weapon, a .30 rifle. Upon her return, she meticulously loaded the gun, emphasizing that such a formidable weapon offered far better protection in perilous situations. She also noted that there could be more than one wolverine lurking near her camp, as it wasn't her first encounter with these relentless animals. Her quick decision and expert judgment saved her from potential danger. These creatures had repeatedly stalked and troubled her over the years. Sue Aikens calls Kavik River Camp her home and headquarters in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, where temperatures can plummet to -60°F. She envisions transforming Kavik River Camp into the first fully green camp on the North Slope, an ambitious yet realistic goal that will take time to achieve. Her determination to blend sustainable living with the wild beauty of Alaska stands as a testament to her pioneering spirit. Many believe that the most challenging moments in Sue Aikens' life were when she braved the bone-chilling cold of the Arctic, risking everything in sub-zero temperatures. But Sue Aikens has faced deep pain and trauma far beyond what appears. 2 of her husbands tragically passed away, while her third was found to be unfaithful with a younger woman. Sadly, as time went on, more heart-wrenching events unfolded in her life. These hardships have forged her into a remarkably strong survivor. In 2023, during season 21 of Life Below Zero, Sue Aikens opened up about the profound losses she has suffered and the vital role of family. On TV, she paid a moving tribute to her late sister and to her niece, Drew McClurg, who tragically died at just 19. Her heartfelt tribute resonated with every single viewer. Fans flooded social media, especially Twitter, with unwavering support for Sue Aikens. They offered not just condolences, but also lauded her resilience and courage, their words blazing like a warm fire in the icy Alaskan winters, reminding her she is never alone in her battles. Would you dare to live a life like Sue Aikens, facing isolation and relentless challenges in such an unforgiving world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And stay tuned for more captivating stories that will leave you breathless. Your honest opinions matter greatly here.